Thursday morning, and as always, I'm going to share with you again my day, which means what happened yesterday, what we achieved, what we learned, and what we find out that we need to fix. This is something I'm doing each and every day, almost for a year, with the intent A, to help myself, B, to share with other people, so help you, and C, to be able to create some materials that we can use in order to create some documentary down the line on the progress of Galaxies. So let's dive into our report from yesterday. So achievement. Okay, we started to work on the new website, really excited. Now we are dealing with video animation, so we are starting to develop a storyboard for animation that will look at ants as a way to explain what we are doing and how we are focusing on connection or interaction between elements in the system in order to understand better the system and make it better. And as a segue, or not as a segue, as a main goal, simply to help organization to understand better complexity and chaos and make them as a competitive advantage instead of something that we are all trying to shy away from. So that's the progress or the achievement. We have the storyboard, like the analogy to the ant world. We'll see how it will pan out in reality. Learn. So this is a little bit deep. So when you start to understand that everything is connected, so you actually have nodes and lines that connect them. So if something happened in one side, since they're all connected, if I'm changing that thing, now the connection is going to impact the other side as well. So every element is affecting each and every element, and if one element connected to many elements around it, there are gazillions of options that or opportunities or chances that any change in each one of the elements that connected to this specific individual element will cause him some change. And the only way to make the system more robust, if this is the system that you're dealing with, and it is because you're dealing with people, is to create buffers. So as long as there are buffers in the element to receive all the connections, all the indication for the connection, the buffers enable the element to stay still unimpacted for a certain amount of time and enable it to adjust and then respond. Otherwise, when every event or every interaction hit this specific individual part, it will cause him to change and to shake all the time. Now, one of the main mental models in organization is efficiency. And what efficiency is doing is actually looking for the buffers within element in the system and trying to reduce those buffers as much as we can. Because reducing the buffers, it's increasing efficiency. On the other end, every time that we are reducing the buffer, we're actually creating more fragility in our system, because then every small change that happened in all the nodes or elements in the system that interact within another or our specific element in the system, whenever it's a group or a person, is going to cause everything to shake because there's no buffer. And when this shaking starts in one, it's starting to evolve to others, and then the entire system starts to shake and ends up with real severe problems that are really hard to handle when you start to see them. So what we learned yesterday is the realization that there is actually a conflict between efficiency and anti-fragility. And you need to find the balance, because if you will take one element too further, you will impact the other. And you can ask many organizations that went with the efficiency all the way. Like let's take an example, Toyota. They took the efficiency all the way, and then the tsunami simply devastated them in 2011. Why? Because they didn't have any buffer. Because they created a system that was specialized in efficiency and zero buffer, or almost zero buffer. So that's for you, a takeaway. And last but not least, one thing that we find out that we need to fix, and this is a CRM system. Yeah. So as we're starting to sell, we're starting to get people feedback, we find that the number of people and companies that we interact with are growing, and it's hard for us to manage it on a piece of paper or on a spreadsheet. So we definitely need to find the right CRM tool for us and start to use it. And that's all for today. One thing that we achieve, one thing that we learn, and one thing that we find out that we need to fix. Enjoy your day. And obviously we are going to meet tomorrow. If you like those sessions and you would like to get updates every time that I'm posting them, subscribe. If you find a particular element in this session interesting, just thumbs it up so I know. And if not, I just hope that you learn something, because the intent of those sessions, as I mentioned in the beginning, is to help you. That's all. See you tomorrow. Bye.